Howdy everyone, and welcome back to the World Series of Board Game here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Camilla.
And I'm Ruel, and we are so excited to be here. We've got the final table of the Splendor event.
The Splendor event.
Wow. Are you a fan of Splendor?
I'm not.
What?
I'm a super not fan.
Someone not
of
a
Splendor.
fan of Splendor? No, I get it. You know, I actually prefer Splendor Duel now these days.
Yes, I am very much a fan of Splendor Duel.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that game today. We're talking about Splendor. We've got 4 great players, and we can't wait to see the action here. They've come from a wide variety of places.
All over the world.
Right?
Right, yeah. We can get into that as we get going, but it's really been impressive, kind of the span of players here competing tonight. One from where they're from, literally all over the world, but then also just their experience coming into this. I feel like we have a huge array, and kind of this is anyone's game is what I was feeling.
It really is. And you're going to see as we start calling the action here, we're going to talk about, we had some brief interviews with each player, and we're going to talk about their background and some of the strats that they may or may not be using today, which I thought was interesting.
I thought that was. There was one, I forget who it was, let me think, that they were, I'm just going to be shooting from the hip.
Oh,
kind of going.
That's how I roll. We're going to do great today because I love to shoot from the hip.
Absolutely.
And I also love not to have any type of strategy in board games. That's why I'm not in the Splendor final, folks, but these 4 great players are. So we're looking forward to calling the action for y'all and hang out with us as we get into the Splendor final.
Definitely. It looks like they have already started here.
Okay. So we've got Austin in seat 1, Melinda seat 2, Mo in seat 3, and Scott in seat 4. As you can see there, looks like we're reserving right away. Now this is a strategy, Bill, that I had no idea that this was a strategy until this previous year. I interviewed the World Series of Board Gaming champion from last year, and she had mentioned using this type of strategy, and I'd never done it before. I was always, happy building my happy little engine. And sure enough, I was like, oh, this is what the winners do, is this, which is the opposite of what I did.
I remember that as well. Reserving cards, I thought that was a wasted turn. Unless I needed a wild, I would never do it. It just definitely seems like a missed opportunity. And the other strategy, or not strategy, that I've heard of is just kind of ignore those royals up top. You just kind of happen into it, I mean, you kind of are loosely aware of them, and if there's a choice between 2 equally good cards, then they will sway that choice, but other than that, you just let those bonus 3 points happen.
Exactly.
But that, I'm not quite brave enough to try that strategy. I'm like, but it's 3 points.
Exactly.
I can't not go for 3 points, so I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, and we saw Austin take some chips, and Melinda reserved another card. Now it's up to Mo. And you're seeing the players are reserving cards like crazy. So again, the type of strategy that I play is not like this, but that's why I'm not at the final table. I'm calling the final table. That looks like a 5, a blue. Wow. Yeah, and I play this game a bunch on BGA. It's I enjoy playing on BGA with friends, and it's a lot of fun. But I have tried that strategy before. I have won with it before, but I don't feel comfortable enough doing it.
Do you feel like you've played against any of these players on BGA, or do you know specifically?
I don't know specifically, but I can guarantee every time I lost, it's probably to one of these.
Okay, I was going to say, because I know Scott was saying he primarily plays and played quite a bit.
That's right.
He's actually, of the 4, the only one that said he really did a lot of prep.
Yeah.
The other ones were saying these were the either long shot games, like, sure, I'll do that day, kind of the throwaway, I guess isn't the right word, but sure, I'll try that one, or it's the only thing that they're doing, and felt confident enough to do.
Exactly. Now we have been talking about that strategy a lot, about reserving the bigger cards, but when we talk to Austin, he actually said he's willing to pivot at any point. He's going to play it. It's a very tactical game. He's going to take it as he sees it, and because there was a lot of blocking going on, he says he feels comfortable going to a different type of strategy and finding ways to win. And that's one thing each player said, right, Camilla? They're aware of blocking, so we're going to see some of that.
I did think that was interesting that's the one tactic they all brought up was blocking. That was interesting because they talk about it being very lucky, and so in order to kind of mitigate that or still kind of be in the game, you have to take those chances to block.
Exactly.
Which kind of sets your strategy as well.
That's right. Yeah.
So I thought
blocking. That's what my wife calls Michelle. Michelle calls Ruel, quit being so mean.
Yep. Yep.
And yet she still does it to me too.
Yeah. Funny, you were talking about Austin and him, being aware of needing to be very flexible like that. I found it really interesting that he has only been in the hobby for a year.
Isn't that amazing? Like 1 year.
That's it.
His friend, and the game that he got into the hobby with was Arc Nova. Like, who gets in the hobby like that, right? We're thinking like Ticket to Ride, whatever. No, he jumped right in the deep end on
He did. He jumped in with Arc Nova, and so that's the one that he was most confident coming in with.
Yeah.
And then he ended up not making it because he was sitting down at the table and got kicked out first round. Come to find out, he was playing against the now 2-time champion. And he's like, oh, okay, well, the one I was most confident in didn't last long.
Yeah, but you play against a champ, you got to bring your A game.
Yeah.
And even if you bring your A game, maybe it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
So I thought that was
But
interesting.
all of these players definitely brought their A game, making it to the final
Yeah.
table. Let's see. So I think it was Scott's turn, or was that Austin? I'm not sure. But as you can see, every player now has some chips in front of them. They have reserve cards, and we're going to see where they go with this.
And you kind of start seeing those first couple turns went really quick, right? As they know what they want, they're reserving it, and now it's pretty stark. You see the play kind of stop and them start thinking and working through the possibilities.
That's right. Okay. Scott's taking 3 chips.
Taking some chips.
And again, for those who are new to the game, on your turn you're doing one action. You can either take 3 chips of each of a different color, or 2 chips of a single color if there's enough in a stack. You may reserve a card, or you may take a card from the tableau, or you can play a card in your tableau.
Yeah, and like we said, reserving the card is how you're going to get those yellow wild chips, right?
Right.
Now that they're gone, we won't see any more reserving until they start making those.
That's right, yeah. There is a finite number of those yellow chips. Right?
Say right now I'm most impressed that none of them are playing with the chips. That's my strategy.
I always do that too. I'm like, as a former poker player, I'm always like, chips and stuff. Yeah. But
just the restraint is incredible.
Exactly. And I'm sure it's great for the mics too that they're not doing that, because that would be in our ears the entire time.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if we want that, folks.
I don't know. Kind of get some little ASMR there, Yeah, put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Cozy.
Nice.
See Melinda taking some more chips here.
Okay. And there is a limit of 10 chips in hand, folks. You can go over that, but then at the end of your turn, you must discard down to 10. We had a fun time talking to Melinda before the match here. She came here with a group of friends, and the first thing she said was, I came with a group of friends, and I've made a whole new group of friends, through the spirit of competition. That's what's great about the WSBG, folks, is you come out here, it is competitive, but it's like super friendly too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
it is. And she was speaking about that extensively. One thing that you don't see much on these live streams is kind of the hype going into the qualifying games.
Yeah.
They line up outside the doors. They have thematic music going for each game.
Yeah.
I wonder, do you know what the thematic thematic song for Splendor was?
I don't know. What is a song that has Splendor in it? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
All I know is when I came in. Well, here's the thing. I played in the Castle Burgundy tournament earlier today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't ask me about the results that I had, but
I'll look it up later.
Yeah.
I expect to see your name on the website.
My name will be nowhere near that website. But the entrance song was "Thunderstruck" by AC/DC.
Oh.
Are there?
Okay.
Maybe because of the thunders in Burgundy.
I guess maybe. I don't know. We'll have to get with John later.
Oh, he was singing it as we came in. I was like, okay,
like,
right
why?
on, John.
What was his connection to that?
I don't know. It was very loud though.
Oh, and it looks like here, Splendor was "Don't Stop Believing."
Oh,
because
nice.
it was the last walk-in music of the tournament. So this was the last qualifying game to start. So it was "Don't Start Believing." So
nice.
There we go.
All right, a little journey for this journey to the final table.
Right.
You like that?
That was good. It took me a while to realize the song was from Journey because I don't know music very well.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm also making a leap in logic here that Journey. So you're not correcting me, so I
Well
must be
done.
right. Thanks.
Yeah, well done, folks.
So yeah, shout out to behind the scenes here to Chris George, who is the magic behind the camera. They do such a great job here of just keeping this information coming to us live. So.
Chris is amazing. I get to work with him on a bi-weekly basis on the R&R show on Rado Runs Through.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we do a live show there. Folks, that's the first of many plugs you're going to hear from me, so stay tuned.
If you also have any questions on what's going on, just let us know here in the chat. We can try and get you those answers too.
Absolutely.
Also a little bit more behind the scenes here, judging tonight is Josh Ward. Fun fact, when I was talking to Josh beforehand, well, I wasn't talking to him, but he was in the group I was talking with, and they were telling a story about how he became a judge. They were talking to Elizabeth Hargrave, who is the designer of Wingspan, and getting her input and recommendations on judges, and she is the one that recommended Josh.
Really?
Her first recommendation, couldn't hold it back. It was like, Josh Ward, check him out. He I guess runs the Facebook group, a bunch of forums for Wingspan. So he comes with a designer approval and a recommendation here.
Gotta love that.
Tonight.
Right on, John.
Thought that was fantastic.
Okay, so just to note that Austin, he's reserved a 3-point green and a 2-point green, while Melinda is reserved a 3-point white and a 6-point blue. Is that correct? Okay. Purchase the 2-point green.
And purchase the 2-point green. Okay.
Cool. Now we've got what's going on there. Yeah, if you've never seen a tournament style gaming, folks, you do see an active player card being passed around. That signifies obviously who the active player is. They're the ones making the moves, and then when your turn is over, you pass on to the next player.
I really like that. I find it helps with the tracking, and it helps the judge as well. Everyone has no hands off the components, when that's going around.
Yeah, I'd love to incorporate that into my home game, I think I'll do the active player, make a little card, and so everyone knows that, hey, well, it's your turn, you got the card, because I always forget when it's my turn.
Right, it's my turn?
Yeah,
because they're throwing it at you.
Yeah, I was out getting a sandwich. What are you guys talking about my turn?
Yeah. So we spoke earlier about them coming from all over the world. I think the furthest one here, the closest to home, I guess, would be probably Scott coming from Des Moines.
Des Moines, Iowa.
Yeah. Followed by Melinda, who's coming from currently New Jersey. She just recently moved to New Jersey from New York.
Right.
And our furthest is going to be Mo.
Mo.
Who is from Singapore.
Yeah.
So.
The cool thing about Mo, this is his first time in the U.S.
In the U.S.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, what a great experience coming the first time in the U.S. He said everyone's been super friendly, and they flew into L.A. for a couple of days. They're here in Vegas for a couple of days, and Mo couldn't stop talking about all the shows
he couldn't. In fact, he wanted to see one tonight, and had one kind of on the docket, but didn't purchase a ticket, and he's now glad because he's not going to make it. He's excited to go see the BattleBots, which is high on my list as well.
Oh, I'd love to see BattleBots.
I think it's so cool.
Right?
I'm really excited.
It's like real-life Robo-Rally, right?
Yeah. Right. So we did see there a second ago, Melinda had 3 wilds and just had to take an 11th gem, so she had to then put one back.
Oh, there it is.
So we did see a little funky turn as she reached that 10 cap limit that you were talking about, Ruel.
Right. And Melinda's got those 3 wilds. I mean, just talk about being flexible, what you can purchase.
Yeah.
You can have up to 3 cards reserved, and then you can purchase what's out there.
So Melinda's sitting at those 10 ships. Then can we maybe see her reserved cards? I think that'd be interesting. See what we think what's happening in her head here.
Yeah. Okay, so
see if you know. Not to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Let us know. What's Melinda thinking here?
Well, obviously she can get that black right now. She could pay for that, right, with 2 white chips and then using 3 wilds. But does she have enough? Or she can do the, is it like 6? No, she's short 1 there. So yeah, maybe
I think that's
2-point black.
Yeah, going to be her first play. Or she talked about it being to reserve the card she wants and then go heavy into the, just stacking some of the lower ones. So I wonder if we're going to start seeing that turn to her purchasing and playing directly some of those lower cards. See them stacking them up here.
Yeah. Funny thing too about Austin, as he's contemplating his next move, he was talking about how he didn't practice at all, right? He just sort of flew in, jumped right into it, and he's the one that is talking about being flexible during the game, being able to pivot, and I think he's just ready to see what's on the table and move or make moves as they come, and he is now the active player.
Interesting. There, we just saw Mo top deck.
Oh,
Card. I don't think I expected to see much of that at this level, but he was said, "Nah, thanks."
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I don't think that's definitely the first time we've seen top deck this year.
Very interesting. All right.
Awesome.
We're going to start seeing, we have to see things being paid here soon. We're running out of those chips available. The supply is dwindling.
Oh, Melinda quickly takes chips.
Okay. Yes, that's going to bring her back to 10.
Okay.
Yes.
It's so funny seeing there's like literally, was it like one blue chip left? Everything else gone,
yes.
in players' hands.
And now they're all, again, we talked about how they all brought up blocking. And so they're all scared to show their hand, or not scared, I shouldn't say, a little hesitant to start showing that. Showing their hand and exactly what they're going for.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
All right.
There we go. Oh, putting out a 2-point white gem.
Okay, well, just like that. And then there's another reserve. Scott. Yeah, Mo on the board with 2. See, Austin's got one out there.
He's got another 2-point blue out there.
Yeah, and look how Mo's shuffling that chips. This looks like a poker player to me right there. I know that type of chip riffle. I got you, Austin.
Thinking hard.
Yeah.
They're thinking hard when they straighten up the card. The first player, the current player
it's like,
card, hold on. I can't focus. The card's crooked. The quiet table. It's really been interesting too here, seeing the different player personalities come out. You have some tables that are just, I mean, you would think that they're longtime friends. They're just chit-chatting the whole time, and we saw that last night with the Earth Championship. They were just talking. Even the judge was kind of quipping a little bit.
Cool.
And then you have these guys here, and they're just head down.
Yeah.
So, but this is the game that this is the game that was used for the World Championship. The final game last year, won by Angela.
Angela Tal, last year's champion. I got to meet her in person for the first time this morning, which is fantastic.
She's lovely.
Yeah, she is absolutely lovely. What a great ambassador for the World Series of Board Gaming. Shout out to Angela. And she actually won the Wingspan tournament earlier this event, and I saw her this morning at the Castles of Burgundy event. I had a friend who was at her table, and I said, bummer, man.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
And yes, she did win that first game of Castle of Burgundy.
Yeah.
Want to welcome everyone in chat as well. Thanks again for hanging out with us as we do the live stream commentary for the Splendor final. I love what E-Man in chat says. One of the few games they can play with their elderly parents. Father is obsessed with it too. Yeah, I feel like this is one of those games, Camilla, where it really does. It can be played by a wide range of ages.
Absolutely,
and
it's very
abilities.
approachable.
Yeah.
In fact, I have one of my best friends who obviously knows I'm in board games because I talk incessantly about it, and she is not a board gamer. She called me so excited a couple months ago. I found a game that I just love. My family plays it all the time, that me and my husband and my kids and my mom and my sister, everybody's playing this game all the time. And she's like, it's Splendor. Have you ever heard of it? I was like, oh.
Amazing.
Yep. No, I was so excited for her. Jokes aside, so excited.
Yeah.
But, I was like, so she's enamored with this game.
Yes.
E-Man also brings up all Melinda's reserves have white chips in their cost. So I wonder if she's going to be collecting white cards towards those.
Oh.
It's quite possible. Could we see her reserve here for a second?
Yeah, that's great. While we're taking a look at that, shout out to Elsa, Greg, and Our Family Plays Games. Thanks for hanging out with us in chat, and everyone else too. Okay, here we are. Ooh, look at
Oh,
that.
she is. Yeah.
Oh, Melinda, representing New Jersey with all those chips. Man, yeah, she's definitely okay. Here she is, active player.
Okay. She was funny too. She was saying that when she came into the competition here, she didn't know 9 out of the 16 games.
Yeah.
And so she's like, well, I'll see how I go and figure out what I need to learn. So she's
Right.
been able to learn 3 or 4 of them since getting here.
Yeah.
This week. But
that's great.
She is new to almost all the games.
Yeah, and she did mention she did like Splendor because of the speed of play, right? It can be. I mean, as you can see here, as it's going, it's a pretty speedy game.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and it's one of those, they talk about that stack, and once they kind of show that hand, you'll see they move pretty quick to 15.
Yep, that's right. Okay, active player right now is Mo.
Well, looks like maybe there was looks like the cards we looked in her reserve so there was a slight error in that. So
Okay.
correcting that, it looks like we believe the one she has cost 6 brown instead, which is why we probably see her collecting that here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
got it. Yep.
So it's 6 white, and then I'm sorry, 5 white, yeah,
6
and then
black.
6 brown.
Got it.
Thank you for that correction.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yes, I was talking earlier about how, she just has that energy and she's loving the walk-in music.
Yeah.
And she was saying she really feels like it's bringing a lot of good luck.
Yeah.
All the high fives, keeping that vibe up.
Exactly.
And so it's so fun. She made sure after we talked to her, we got big old high fives. My hand still stings a little bit. That's on me. I need to toughen up. I don't rock climb like she does.
Yeah.
Boulder, I'm sorry, she does bouldering.
Bouldering, yeah.
And so I don't have the calluses that she does.
Exactly. Yeah, she was. You gave some pretty strong high five.
She did.
Yeah, folks watching, here's your virtual high
There you go,
five
from Melinda.
And,
there we go.
There it is, right there.
But it was so great. How fun was it to see her go back to the table though before the game started, and she's high-fiving everyone else. So she's not just collecting that positive energy; she's absolutely sharing it.
Yeah, you gotta love to see that, right? Send out in the universe what you'd like to come back to you.
Right. We have Chad here asking what the current standings are. So if you can't see the points on the table, we have Austin at 2, Melinda at 3. Mo at 2, and Scott at 4.
Ooh, Scott, yeah.
Scott pushing ahead a little bit here.
Yeah,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, here's Scott taking the lead here in Splendor, but he's actually not a Splendor player.
He's not.
He loves heavier games, the 18XX style games, and his favorite is 1862. His group plays once a month, so he didn't even expect to be here. He just sort of came out here on a whim, and all of a sudden he's in the Splendor final. So, go Scott.
I thought that was so funny that he's like, I prefer larger and heavier games. I want the 18XX.
Yep.
But I did best in Azul and Splendor. He's like, go
figure.
right? So he was a little bit nervous because of that. He's like, give me something I can methodically think through.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about the luck of the cards coming out, needing to reserve and blocking players again. He's like, no, I want to strategize for 5-6 hours. Like, oh, well, let's keep it under 2 hours, all right? Let's compromise.
Yeah, Scott is doing A-OK right now, taking the early lead here in the final tale of the Splendor tournament. Active players back to Mo. Looks like he's looking to try to do a purchase, right? Or he's going to play a card here. Okay, return the chips to the supply. Boom.
Mo was saying that we might have a correction here.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. The judge called on something there. I don't know what that was, but Mo was saying he plays a lot with his wife, and she is the board gamer of
Yeah,
the two.
yeah.
In fact, he only wins 1 out of 20 times is his estimate that he wins. He's like,
Right.
she's the good player. She competed as well.
Yeah.
Didn't make a table.
Yeah.
But she's super excited for him. I think he said her words were, she's super excited to see me winning some. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
That was
yeah.
fun.
Good luck, Mo.
There's Scott
Taking some chips.
taking some more chips. So he's got quite a few chips there.
Down to
And also,
Austin.
as the current leader, could we see his reserve as well? That'd be interesting with his.
Yeah.
He's got white, green, and quite a bit of red with a red on the table. Interesting. Oh, there's that ASMR.
Yeah. Hear those chips. So I'll take a moment, folks.
Look at the card first before I discard. Say it again? When I reserve a blind card, I get to look at the card first before I discard.
No, you cannot discard.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, because it's still during your turn. You'll get a gold chip, and then you'll have 11, and you'll discard 1. But you can.
The
look at the card
Okay.
The question they're saying here is he's going to reserve a card and he needs to discard a chip because it'll take him over the 10 limit.
Oh, okay.
Because he's going.
I was like, you get to discard.
And
No.
he wants to know if he has to decide which chip to discard before
Right.
before he sees the card. And the
Yep.
ruling here is no.
Correct.
He can look at the card,
Yep.
and that is Melinda kind of questioning. She misunderstood and thought it was you have to discard the card,
Right,
and
right.
was confused on
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah. That's when Austin, he had top decked right there in reserve.
right. So the
Yeah.
question was, and so no, he did get to see, and then we saw him discard. I missed. I was talking. I didn't see what color he discarded, but he did need to discard now. There's all the browns too. We saw that reserve that we know she has that. I believe it was a six
Yeah,
brown.
a 6, right?
But also that's drying out the supply.
There's a Mo. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to take some chips.
Okay, he takes one of the last brown we were just talking about
Boom.
there. So.
It is. Back to our early leader, Scott, with 4 points. Let's see what he's up to here, the active player. Yeah, Scott's come a long way, not only physically from Des Moines, Iowa, but he's talking about how he actually placed 3rd in a qualifying event at Gateway to the West. So, go from that to the final table here, it's pretty impressive.
And then, like everyone else here, he's like, I had no idea. I
Yep.
did not expect this. Like,
Yeah.
is that a place 3rd to this table? It's such a
Yep.
swing. But when we asked him what his favorite game is, he mentioned that he plays a lot more video games, and his favorite game there is Tetris. Like, oh, beauty in the simplicity, but
Exactly.
the strategy behind it and stuff.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to learn that, right? Like, here he's at the final table with Splendor. I mean, what does Tetris have to do with that, right? But hey, it helps you think about games, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah, maybe the having to be tactile and adjusting.
Yeah,
Getting ready
ready for people to block you, I guess, and
Right.
having that wonderful theme song in your head as you play Tetris. Dee, 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 dee. Can we do that, or are we gonna get copyright?
I don't know. I think you were under 10 seconds. I
Okay,
actually
cool.
don't know.
Don't need to worry about it.
They'll mute us if it's a
Yeah,
problem.
exactly.
Yeah, that's on them.
Here's Austin. He's also a video gamer. He actually told us that he played, what was it, Hearthstone competitively?
Yes, a competitive Hearthstone.
That's insane. That's awesome. And here he is, yeah.
Very interesting. Also, another video gamer is Mo was talking about. He actually, one of his hobbies is video game. I'm sorry, not video game design, but game design. But he
Yeah.
was hesitant to call them board games because he's like, all of our games require you to stand up and move,
Yeah.
such as like Two Rooms and a Boom or something like that. Now that's not one of theirs. And he talked about how
Yeah.
big social deduction is in Singapore and China.
Right, yeah.
So he also does some game designs, a little bit of board game, a little bit of video game, but
Yeah.
ones that require movement.
Yeah, and so he obviously has the gaming DNA, right? So he had mentioned how he had lived in Hong Kong for 10 years, and he's talking about how the scene out there was huge on social deduction games, and he's able to play Blood on the Clock Tower here, and he was so excited about that experience.
Okay, so here we are looking at Melinda's card that she has reserved. So it looks like there was an error twice, unfortunately. You know, so sometimes, guys, we have people running between the two rooms trying to keep us up to date. They are working very hard, for sure. But this is Melinda's current reserve. She bought it just now, and it is a 5 brown. She is right now tied with Austin at 5 points.
Okay.
Mo is at 2 still, so holding back a little bit.
Yeah.
And then Scott is at 4. He still has that single 4 card out, but he is the current player, and it looks like he just paid for a 3-point card, so that brings him to 2 reds, and he is at 7.
Wow.
So he's our current leader.
Wow.
And sitting on 2 reds, so.
Look at that. Yeah, Mo, I think he's got to come up with a card out here because he's falling a little further behind here. Scott out to the lead. Again, this is a race to 15, folks. 15 points, that's it.
He does have the most chips reserved, which means he has quite a bit of flexibility.
Right.
He's got a level 2 and a level 3 reserve there. We can see them laying face down on the table.
Right. Okay, Melinda.
Back to Melinda. So these tables, you see them playing here, they are game theory tables. They are a sponsor here of the World Series of Board Gaming, so all the games are being played on their tables, as well as these gorgeous mats that you're seeing. They are so nice, such a nice felt. So while they take a couple turns here, let's actually take a moment and check their tables out. There you go. So if you're in the market for a board game table, be sure to check them out and take advantage of that discount code there. Yeah, some really great tables. I really am a fan of the coffee tables that they have. Have you seen them out here?
Yeah, those are beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I love that the top comes off. If you put it, it raises it a little bit and makes a really large table. But then the way they come off and store underneath, I got my eye on that.
So do I.
My birthday's coming up.
Uh-oh,
so I got my eye on that.
All right, so now we're back to Mo. We were thinking about just talking about how he's going to have to play. Oh, he's looking to reserve, Camilla.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And there we see him top decking, or not just him, but often there's a lot more top decking than I was anticipating. And that's part of why we're having a little bit of trouble seeing their hands, because we're having to kind of guess and infer what might be there based on the options that are in the deck and stuff. But
Right. Yeah, he top decked there, had to get rid of 1 chip to get down to the limit of 10. Pass it over to our leader right now at 7 points, Scott. Austin Melinda at 5 and Mo at 2.
They were asking who the first player it was Scott.
Okay, Scott is the first player, yes.
Nope, it was not. I am wrong.
Oh, okay. I will go along with that.
It was Austin. Because Austin's highlighted.
Okay. Austin is highlighted.
Austin, I'm so sorry.
Yes. Thank you, computer to the side, for telling us who the first player was.
Person feeding me information.
All right, here we go. Scott is also top decking reserve. Take a quick look at that.
There's a strategy again in that. I mean, they all talked about how big blocking is, and so any information like that you can keep hidden, take it off the top and don't give them that.
That's right.
especially if you see a lot of other people doing it, so you know you're not wasting time,
Right.
if you will.
Exactly.
We're all slow rolling here a little bit. We see update on the score there. We have now Austin at 7, tied
at
with
that.
Scott.
Wow.
Melinda at 5, and Mo has 2. So,
Hey.
and Melinda and Scott, Melinda and Mo have quite a few chips. But I do think that Mo is going to need to start making some plays here.
Yeah. I mean, does he have like a huge, like 6 or 7 pointer out there to play?
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually remember calling the final with the amazing Chris George last year, and I don't remember seeing this much top decking, if any. So interesting how, different style of play as Melinda passes the active player to Mo. Mo is going to play card. And the payment. Let's see, okay, there it is.
I love Dan here in the chat saying, good evening, morning, afternoon. And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Partly because I don't know what it is right now.
Yeah,
but also just the time zone differences. We talked about the players being from all over the world.
Yeah.
So, yes, happy evening, morning, afternoon to everyone
That's
as well.
right. Yeah. I've moved on to saying happy time zone to you.
Good day.
Good day.
Wait, that means something different.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Okay,
Good day,
so-
good evening, good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah.
You were talking about commenting on this last year with Chris George, who
Yes.
was behind the camera
Yeah.
working today. But he said it is so much top decking, and that was so very different than what he saw as well. But,
Yep.
kind of going for that concealing information. Lloyd, who took second place last year, he top decked into the perfect card.
That's
And
right.
if he had had one more turn, he would have won because of it.
That's
So
right. Yeah.
maybe that and seeing that is kind of influencing the table.
Mm-hmm.
Melinda also talked about how when she was playing it, she top decked the perfect card.
Yes.
And attributed being here playing because of that one move.
Right.
And so she was like, she's feeding into the good feelings coming her way from the universe.
That's right,
Good
yeah.
tidings.
Yeah.
So
You said
there's a
the
lot of
positive
that.
vibes out there, the positive vibes come back to you in the form of the perfect card top decked.
Yeah, exactly.
And there is Mo scoring some points, getting right in the thick of things. We are
Right
so close
there.
now. Austin updated scores right now. Austin 7, Melinda 5, Mo 6, and Scott 7. So 2 players at 7, a 6 and a 5. So
Believe
huge
am
card
I-
there.
Is the Mo is
Active players back to Mo. Is that correct? Yes.
so Mo am I looking at the wrong one here? Doesn't Mo have a 5 and a 2?
Yes, Mo is at 7 then. You're
So he's
correct.
at 7.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
so
the
they're
5 and the 2.
tied at
Yes.
7 then. Austin, Mo, and Scott.
Correct.
And but I'm not counting Melinda out.
Right. Yeah, Melinda, she just purchased another
Right.
card. So look at this. Austin, Mo, Scott at 7, Melinda at 5. I mean,
Okay.
I feel like it's anyone's game at this point.
Very much so.
Right?
And and I feel like they know that as well.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that's one thing I'm always impressed with is so far we've seen so much respect amongst the players in
Yeah.
every game, not just this one specifically,
Right.
Tonight,
Yeah.
but there's just so much respect. And like Melinda said, she came with a group of friends and has new, and last year we saw them going back afterward and becoming friends and playing on BGA,
Yeah.
prepping for this year. There's so much interaction.
That's right.
I really like that.
You know what I learned recently, Camilla? I interviewed the champion, Angela Tao.
Mm-hmm.
They have a private Discord for anyone that's won in the WSBG.
Oh, wow.
They meet on Discord. They practice together.
Interesting.
They practice, folks. So
Wow.
yeah, it's you play against the best in order to learn from the best and get better.
Yeah.
I know it's winners of events, but I think there might be some other players as well. But Angela said they help each other out a lot during the training leading
And
up to
that's
the
so
event.
great.
Yeah,
That's
it's awesome.
so great to see. I mean, that we've heard them
Yeah.
talk about that, watch each other's games, and they used this strategy last year. So I tried that as well. As
Yep.
Chris George was referring to.
Wow, this truly is anyone's game at this point. Everyone's tied. It's 7
at
points, folks.
7.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's really going to come down to what
Yeah.
that hidden information. I would not be surprised if this is coming down to some top deck card.
You know, I was thinking
you know?
the same thing. That would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so it looks like here it is open to anyone that
Oh,
Discord,
okay.
that Discord chat that you
Got
were talking
it.
about. It's
Okay,
open to
cool.
anyone. It's called Board Game Fight Club. I've heard of Board Game Fight Club. I just didn't know what it was.
Okay, cool.
So now I'm in the know.
Okay.
Cool.
I thought the first rule of Board Game Fight Club, there was no Board Game Fight Club.
Oh, maybe that's why I went in the know.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Whoops.
Sorry.
Whoops. See, they say it's open to anyone, but I do feel like if I try to join, they'll be like, "What's your record?" And I'm like, I'm superb at losing games.
I mean, guys, let's play low ball. So, you know, we're playing for the lowest scores in
Right,
these games. I can
exactly.
compete that way.
Yes, I will be your punching bag. Okay, let me train you. Yes.
All right.
So so it's run by Bryant, who
Okay.
actually won Acquire last
Oh,
night.
cool.
So he'll be in, and we'll see
Right
him.
on. You know, I
later.
played in the Acquire tournament yesterday.
You did?
Yeah, it was my
Look at you tournamenting all around. You
Yeah.
had Castles of Burgundy today.
and
And
Acquire yesterday.
last night,
It
but
was-
yet here you are.
Yeah, I love Acquire.
Oh,
it was
do you?
the second time I ever played that game in my life. Was at the tournament.
Really?
I played it one time. And I said I want to play in a tournament and get totally crushed, which I did. But I came in third out of 4 players, so I think that's a
Still
win.
not totally crushed. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and you're playing against some of the best
Yeah,
in the
dude.
world. You know.
The gentleman that won, he had played his entire life. He started playing on his father's original 3M edition of Acquire, so he's had a few games under his belt.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
but the
Wow.
great thing is, you know, playing against these top players, you get to learn. So I learned some new tricks, I think,
Okay.
for my game of Acquire. Hopefully, you'll play real soon back at home.
Oh, you're not going to tell them here, huh? Not give them any insight on
Heck
this trick.
no,
You're going
no
back
way, folks.
looking for blood.
All right, action player passing over to Scott. Wow, this is crazy. It really is. Everyone's got 7 points, folks. What's Scott up to here? Is he going to purchase a card?
And Mo just
Mo's got for
brought that up to
9.
9. Okay.
Wow. I loved Mo's energy during the pre-game interview. He's just so excited to be here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, really, and just, I mean, surprised he was in this final, but at the same time, you know, he plays games. He knows. I mean,
Yeah.
he designs games.
Yeah,
knows
right.
what
He
he's
was
doing.
so chill about it,
Yeah.
too. He was,
Yeah.
He was.
Okay, here's Scott. Let's see what he's got lined up. Okay, Scott's taking chips, returning chips. Okay, so just make sure he's not over that 10. There are a couple of reserve chips back in the mix, in the supply. Is it Austin's or no? Is it still Scott's?
It is. I don't see the first
See the-
player.
I know.
Oh, it's right there. It's in front of on the lower right.
Oh, okay. Austin.
Austin, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Austin definitely looks like he's processing something right now. He's a decision. Okay. He's taking chips.
Taking more chips. Okay.
Okay. And he has passed the active player, so he looks like he's maxed out on chips, if I'm not mistaken. A blue one, a bunch of red, brown, wheat. Now Melinda.
Going taking a brown, a blue, and a white.
Maybe Mo and Melinda are going for that 4 blue in the top row.
Mm-hmm. Because they both have a white build. They're both
Okay.
white build heavy there.
Wow. So it's a race to that one. Who's going to get there?
And whose hand are we looking at here? oh, I'm sorry, this is not someone's reserve. This is what's on the board
Right.
that
Yeah,
we're
that's what they're
saying
looking
they
for.
might be going for.
Right. Yeah, those fours gets you in double digits, that much closer to the game end. We shall see. It was so funny, I mean, Mo is in the lead right now. He was at 2 points for like the longest time. And all of a sudden he just, rocketed right to the top of the leaderboard here.
He was definitely last to kind of show his hand and show his strategy, right?
Yep.
Really building into it.
All right, I'm Scott. All right.
And I think they are feeling how it is anyone's game. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, we have Austin and Melinda at 7, Mo and Scott at 9, and Melinda sitting there on, like we said, a white build with white chips in hand too. So they know she's got a good card. She's going for
Right.
it.
Oh, and is that Austin purchased that 4?
Okay,
Oh my goodness.
into it there.
Look at that, Austin.
So he is first to go double digits. He's
That
sitting at
would be
11.
Wow. Okay.
And how's he looking there? What? Can't quite see the color of that one he just played. But
Was
he's
that the
got,
brown one?
Is it his brown perhaps? But he's got 3 green, a red, and a brown.
Yeah.
So
What else can we get out there?
3 green, a red. I'm looking up at the Royals to see if any of them jump out, but I don't know. I think he's got to know in hand what he has. He's going for that 15 in hand, like we were talking about.
Yeah. He's looking to end it.
Melinda sitting at the white and 5 white and 1 wild. There's that 7 white up there. You know, that blue card sitting up there.
Is she going to do that? That's huge.
Or she has the room to reserve. I don't know how many she currently has reserved.
Yeah.
She's untied.
Yeah, I think it's a 2, 5. Yeah, she can reserve. There
it is.
Oh,
And
Melinda.
that is the wild she needs to
There it
bring
is,
it up to
Melinda.
7 as well.
Okay.
So she's sitting at 7, but just took a 4-point card.
Look at that. She'll be joining the double-digit club real soon.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Mo.
And that puts her right at 10 too, so she's got to play next turn, so we know it's going to be.
Yeah, got to lose some of those chips. You know, we're here in the studio calling the action, and I don't know how tense it is out there, but I can feel the tension here.
Oh,
like
for
it's
sure.
anyone's games, and you know, as we talked to Melinda beforehand, she does bouldering, and we asked her, you know, how does that help you in a situation of tournament board gaming? And she said, you know, stress management.
Absolutely.
You know, you're on a boulder, you know, you got to manage your stress.
Yep.
So maybe I need to do some bouldering.
Some
you know?
bouldering? I've tried bouldering. Oof.
It's hard. It looks insanely hard.
I don't know if it's hard or I'm really bad at it.
Okay.
I mean, we'll say it's really hard.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, let's go with that. I like that story.
Yeah.
No, it is a lot of fun. I enjoy bouldering more than rock climbing,
Okay.
I think. But it is intense.
Mo just went. He's back to Scott. Scott's sitting there on 9 points. Let's see what he's got ready to play here. You know, as we sit here, what are we talking about? Like bouldering and rock climbing. What is the difference between bouldering and rock climbing? Is bouldering just climbing on a big boulder, and then rock climbing is that like, you know, a big thing of rocks that you're trying to climb? I don't know the difference. Oh, with Austin's turn. Austin's right there at 11. So does he have a play here? Oh, okay. Oh no, I thought he was going to top deck there for a second. He's done that a couple of times so far, but he's got chips. He's definitely looking to play something here. But hey, why don't we talk about next year's event? We've got WSBG Early Bird to talk about. Let's go to that.
Think you've got what it takes to compete for the ring and your share of $200,000? Well, get ready, because signups for 2025 start now. Come for the friendly competition or open gaming community. At WSBG, we've got it all. Are you the next big name in board gaming? Get your tickets now at WSBGVegas.com and use the code EARLYBIRD to save yourself $100. So what are you waiting for? It's time to get in the game.
You got 3 cards.
It's not over.
Yeah, I'm over.
Is it over?
What's that?
Is it gonna be over?
Yes.
You think so? How many cards do you have?
Last call.
You use 2 more red.
Okay, Melinda is now in the lead, tied with Austin at 11. But Mo and Scott are right there at 9. Oh my gosh, it's so close. And we were talking how it's really anyone's game at this point.
It still is, and they all know it.
Yeah,
You know?
it's insane.
And we're getting up into those, those 3 levels. We're seeing those starting
Yeah.
to be built up into. So
That's
I mean,
right.
Mo or Scott at any time could go from that 9
Oh my
right
gosh.
up to 13 and
Yeah,
be there.
that'd
And
be-
if that also, let's see, does that put them close to any of those royals up there?
Oh, that's right.
Does anyone have it with 1
yeah.
card
That,
potentially?
oh wow, imagine that. I don't know. We're gonna see how this plays out.
Let's see. So there
Okay,
we're
there are
seeing
the-
the royals available.
3, okay. 4,
It was still
okay. I
Alright.
don't think they're.
So back to what we were saying is people
I-
just ignore those.
I-
For the high level of players that we're seeing, they
Yeah.
don't go for that.
Which is like the complete opposite of how I've played for years. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
always try to build my little engine and try to get those, royals and
And they don't.
yeah.
They're
and
here and I'm not. So
exactly
what does
same.
that say?
That's why
What
we're
did-
calling the
That's
action
right.
and not actually doing the action, right? Okay, Scott, just pass along active player to Austin. Ooh, Austin's rubbing his hands together like, ooh.
Okay.
He's looking pretty confident. I mean, just reading the body language. Look at this. Got his big smile
Oh,
on
it's
his
not
face.
that. Okay.
Uh-oh. Could this be it?
I'm not sure about that poker face.
Yeah.
He's trying though, isn't he? He's like, wait, pull the hat down.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Pull the hat down. Got his hands over his face now.
Wipe your eyes, pretend you're crying.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, now he's looking a little stressed.
Maybe.
Yeah. You know what's good for stress management, Noah?
Bouldering. Which is horizontal, not vertical. Let me tell you the difference.
I did not know the difference. Okay, so bouldering is horizontal.
So, yeah, bouldering is a lot of horizontal, and a lot of times there's larger obstacles sometimes as well, so you're going to think you're going over boulders,
Yes.
you know, things like that.
Yeah,
So it's a lot more, you are moving horizontally instead of rock climbing, which you're going up, like a cliff or
There you go.
things like that. So bouldering, you are
Awesome.
more
Maybe he was green.
obstacles out that you have to maneuver around to keep
Right.
going. Left and right.
Yeah.
So.
Shout out to Chicago Twilight and chat for helping us along with the
Oh, there you go.
fascinating bouldering and climbing.
Right.
What was
Differences
it?
with rock climbing. Yeah.
The green card.
But of course, well, you knew that.
I've actually done more rock climbing. Actually, probably most rappelling. I really enjoy rappelling.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, yeah. But
All right, so Austin, does Austin have a big card in the reserve? That's he's looking. He's got his chips going, talking about what Austin needs to win. That's what chat is going on right now. Okay, Austin top decks. He wants that wild, right? Yeah, and that is okay. Yeah, just the way he reserved that there. He's got to have a 4-point card ready to go. So they were talking about the table is talking about green. Can he get a green there to win?
And here, Melinda is counting again.
Okay,
I believe
yeah.
she's at 11. She has to put something back, right?
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she's deciding.
Melinda's at 11 too. So does Melinda have a play here?
To be at 11, she's having a hard time deciding what to put back.
Okay. Just doing a recount there for Melinda's. Yep. Okay, she's done. Now to Mo. Yeah, Mo, nice little comeback from being 2 points there. Right back in the game at 9. Yeah, Melinda and Austin both need 4 to win. They're both at 11. Cards with a wide spread. Like Melinda's chips are all worth 3 points.
So she could be going.
Yeah. Okay.
But 3 points wouldn't quite bring her up to that 15. So I don't know what strategy she's looking at here. We saw she's not quite. Okay. They're double checking his math there, so it can go right into his tableau.
Okay. Do one there. Okay. I don't think that. Yeah, the red didn't have a point on it. So
Here we go. Here, back to Austin, who took that wild. Definitely thought. I got the feeling he knew exactly what he was going to do this turn and probably playing a 4, but.
right. Yeah. That's the sense I got as well. But perhaps things have changed.
Okay.
Yeah, he does have the one gold chip there, the wild one.
Oh, we hear a big sigh from Mo.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you can hear that.
I wonder what he just put together.
Yeah. Did he figure it out? We shall see. Austin really deliberating here what he wants to do.
He is. At this point, I think we're seeing a lot of them checking out the other boards and how many turns do they think they have left, left, and how can they make it happen in less.
That's right. Austin rechecking. Yeah, so here's the interesting thing, right? If Austin triggers the end game with getting the 15 first, because he was the first player, everyone else is getting the final turn.
Right.
So, is he taking that in consideration here, depending on what he
What
wants
do you
to
mean
play?
sorry?
So he's trying to.
Oh, I thought you were gonna end it.
No, yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah,
got
yeah.
it. Sorry,
Yeah,
take
see?
your time.
They're talking about how they thought he was
They
going to
thought
end
the
it.
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, yeah.
guys. Sorry, guys. I won. Bam.
Melinda.
Uh,
I think you are close. You guys always have a chance.
Starting to see them loosening up a little
Yeah.
bit. They have their last couple turns planned.
Yeah, they all know it's a couple of turns left here. Then
Like you
crown a champion.
Right, but like you said, I mean, if he's first, they know they get one more as well as he does as
Yeah.
well. You know, if he's ending it,
Yeah.
and so it's
It's just in their hands.
not just that 15. They're saying, okay, who else can get 215?
Right.
And
Okay. Austin takes chips.
okay,
walking on
Melinda.
games.
and,
So she knows exactly what she's doing right away. She's taking chips.
I'm gonna take this.
she takes some more white.
Yeah.
As
Make
we
sure
saw.
she's under 10. She's at 10 or under. She's gonna have to give one up or two back. Okay, so she had actually
Okay.
had a dozen there and giving a couple back.
Okay.
All right, to Mo. Let's see if Mo has to play. Is Melinda blocking?
I think this is where we're starting to see that blocking that they
Okay.
all referenced.
Yeah.
They all talked about it. Comes down to that.
Okay. Mo decides to buy one. The blue. Gets that in his tableau. Diamond comes out. Over to Scott.
You're talking about Melinda blocking there. So we look at that second card in the top row, that 4 blue. That would bring her to 15. I think she's blocking the others from it, trying to get that last wild, trying to get what she needs there for that 6 white, in order to claim
Who do
that
you
one.
think would look nicer with a ring? Come on, look at these fingers.
Melinda taunting them a
I love
little
it.
bit there.
You gotta love to see that. Our final table, how tense it can be. You
Yeah.
know? Still having fun. We're still playing games.
So Scott did take the opportunity there to block Melinda from that card we were talking about. Yeah. So he sees what she sees.
Okay.
And that's, you know,
Yeah. Gotta
what
love
he
that.
says.
Okay. Austin contemplating his next move here.
You will still win.
A red or a gold?
Another big sigh from Mo.
Yeah. He's just,
Wish we knew. Is that a happy sigh? Is that
Right.
it doesn't sound it?
or is
but,
he
you
just,
know.
I don't know, is it a sigh of frustration?
Right? Is he
Yeah.
just?
Okay.
I mean, he's not out of it. I don't think
Right.
any of them are. Like you said, they're all close.
Yeah.
You know, they're all
Right.
1, 2
Okay.
plays away.
Austin's thinking about purchasing that.
Okay.
Okay. 1 pointer to get him a little lead here.
So she's questioning, double checking that he can afford that card he just purchased.
Yeah. He had that
he
gold
can.
reserve, so that's a wild. Okay. So, Austin takes the lead with that chip. Over to Melinda. Okay. Yet another sigh. Was that from Mo as well?
I didn't see that one where it came from, but I heard it. The sigh heard around the world.
Yeah.
You see Melinda kind of really looking at the cards a lot, standing up
Right.
there. I think it looks like she can win in 3 turns is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
If she reserved and grabbed her white or brown and then purchased, but that's three turns.
Right.
I think that might be too slow. I mean,
Yeah.
we've seen Austin here. He just got that 1-point card, but
Right.
that was to build to something. I don't
Right.
think that was the power move.
Exactly. Yeah. He's got bigger and better plans.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
So I'm curious to know too. What did he top deck? Was it something that's going to get him right, get him to the lead or to the win? Could be it. Again, all the players today have top deck, folks. So there could be all kinds of stuff out there that can get them in the lead.
Yeah.
So let's see. Melinda looks like she's taking chips. Or the reserve. Okay, she's probably
reserving.
There it is.
Okay.
She's gonna reserve it. Okay.
So that card is a 4-point that would take her to the 15,
Yeah.
like we were talking about. But does she
Okay,
have
just
enough
chip
turns?
check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is going to have to discard.
Yep. Okay, one back there. Should give green one back. Someone say not a good card. That's something I say quite often when I game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Mo.
Yeah. Okay, Mo does play a card here.
So Mo jumps in there. Like we were talking about, he's at 11 now as well.
Okay. Slowly but surely. Now back over to Scott. Scott. Look at this.
Okay.
Look at this.
Like we said, Scott right there,
Yep.
jumping right back in. That's a 4-point.
Wow.
So
Scott with a 4-pointer.
Scott in the lead, but he needs that one more play.
He's 2 away from
Okay. He said 2 left.
Okay.
We hear Mo there counting turns. There's 2 left.
Yeah.
There's 2 left.
Okay. So Austin needs to win now. He needs to trigger the end of the game by getting that 15 or more.
Right, because if he goes another turn, and Melinda also, then she would take it on the tiebreaker.
She can win in 2.
Or he could block her from that white. If he...
Wow. This is so close. Quick update on the scores, everyone. Scott 13, Austin 12, Melinda 11, and Mo 11. Everyone is within
Right there.
reach. This is a fantastic final table.
Austin there. And
Austin
he did that. He blocked Melinda there,
took
taking
away
that last
chip.
white,
That's right.
forcing her to
Yep.
reserve and maybe taking a wild or something like that.
Yep.
But
There it is.
yeah,
Reserve.
okay.
Okay. She yeah. She's gonna have to give back a chip, I think. 2, 4, 5, 6.
I believe so.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right. It is Mo's turn. And Scott is technically the last player, so he would need to win right now.
Yes.
Or put himself over 50. Can he do it? Well, let's see what he's got. Mo's contemplating right now.
Yeah, the only 2 on the board there is that blue, and he just doesn't have a blue build to
Right.
end it. Talking specifically about Scott. Same. Oh, interesting. Again, we'll just bring it back to just the different strategy this year amongst these four great players.
Right.
Just how different of a game we see. It just shows how tactical this game is.
Right.
Playing not just the game, but against the other players as well, and having to adapt.
Exactly.
So much top decking, so much switching out of the chips.
That's
It's
right.
a very different game than last year.
Yeah,
Again.
top decking, the chip management.
Yeah.
We've seen it all, folks. Let's see what Scott's got up planned here. Can he reach that 15-point threshold?
We do see Mo there saying congratulations.
Oh,
He's counting and he thinks Melinda has it.
Okay, Mo pretty much conceding at this point. But
So we also don't know exactly what's in their hand, like
Yeah.
you were just saying. So much top decking. I
Yeah.
mean, he's saying congratulations to Melinda, but we also don't know what's in their hands here.
Yeah,
I don't think Scott or Austin are out of it.
right. Maybe Mo's saying congratulations because his top decking has not gone his way.
Right.
He could just have a bunch of cards he knows that he can't win.
Maybe it is a global,
Yeah,
not global, but a
global.
table. He's
Yeah.
like, congratulations.
Yes.
I recognize my top deck did not work out.
Yeah. GG, friends. That's what he's saying. A round or two early. Okay, back to Austin. Austin joined us from Toronto, Canada.
We did just see a glimpse there, of Austin's hand, and
Oh.
it's a 5.
Okay.
But, but judging on his chips here, I'm guessing he can't play it.
Can't play it.
Um,
Okay.
It probably is one of the seven green, 3 reds, and he hasn't
Okay.
been able to get that.
5, 6, 7.
Okay.
There it is.
There it is, Melinda.
ends it.
Waiting for her moment right there.
There it
Playing
is.
that. Oh my goodness.
Taking her, that's a 5 card, am I correct? That's taking her to
Is that a 5 or?
5. I thought it was. Oh,
It
it's
was
the
a 4.
4.
Okay,
Oh,
taking her
did she? Okay.
right to
she went
15.
underneath, right to 15. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
it was the 5 she played, taking her
Yeah.
to 16. No, you are right.
Yeah, Mo
Yeah.
quickly does his turn. He's already done his early GGs.
You already knew, yep.
Scott with the final turn of the
Fine.
match.
To see here,
Does
he
he
just
have
needs
anything to
those
do?
2 points, and I'm guessing if he had it in hand, he would do it.
He would do it. He's just gonna play it out. I'm just gonna make sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I want to say I only won because it was
We
a
all-
collective denial
Yeah,
of
we need to
him.
say sorry to
And
this.
I'm very happy that I won.
Oh, that's funny. We see
Wow.
her there saying,
Yeah.
we know we all shut him out because
Yes.
he had it.
Yeah.
Glad I scared all 3 of you.
So
Austin
we were
taking it in
correct,
his
right?
stride.
I mean, I had 7 red, 3 black, so I
Oh.
was looking for red and black.
Oh, wait, you didn't have the black.
We shouldn't need
Wait.
to block you that way.
We thought you had it was a red and green.
Yeah, we're
I thought
blocking
it
you
was a red
too hard.
and green.
They thought the same
Oh
thing we
my
did, that it was a red
gosh,
and green, and it
that's so
wasn't.
funny.
It was the black that they weren't trying
No
to keep
way.
him from.
I
Okay.
did win. I did win.
Yeah.
Now
You see that
I
moment of realization.
like it.
Yeah, that's so funny. What a
Oh.
fantastic
Because I could have
victory
took 2
for
white
Melinda.
instead of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Showing us
I
those
really
fingers
thought
earlier,
so.
being like, "Who looks the best with the ring?" Well, there she got it.
There she got
I
it.
didn't,
Wow.
I didn't
And
remember
so
what you
interesting
were
that
thinking. So when
they were
took this
they
one,
were
I'm
playing the
like,
blocking
okay.
game.
Uh-huh.
All of it.
I
She
didn't
noted how
remember.
everyone was
I
blocking
don't know what
Austin,
he took,
right?
And then he
Yeah.
started stacking the
This was
red.
the blind card.
Oh, it was
So
a
what else
blind
they're
one.
saying.
Okay, because I was like, I don't know what's in there. And then him, like, he had a bunch, and I was like, he's got mad browns. I'm like, he's got to do something last minute.
He's got mad
Mad
browns.
browns.
He's got mad browns. I
Couple of
feel like it's a
duds. This
T-shirt.
was-
There it is, right?
Ah.
When this one came up,
All 3
I
were
was like,
blind,
that's
so I
what
was like,
Yeah.
okay, I need 2 reds, but
Wow.
Somebody was
After she got the 7th wide, it's like, yeah, that's
I
it's
had
game.
to take this.
Yeah.
Well, I took this for fun because nobody could have gotten it
Okay.
anyway.
Yep.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to reserve something.
You know, that's fascinating. Just hearing them talk after.
Thank
There
you
it
so
is.
much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. Great job, competitors.
You guys on BGA?
Yeah.
And there we see
Oh,
them right again. We
I-
see them right there. Are you a BGA? Do
I
you want to
love
keep
it.
playing? Are
They're-
we friends?
yeah.
Did we just become friends?
They totally are friends now.
That's what they were saying.
That
It's
is
so
great.
Fun. So fun to
Oh
see.
my gosh.
What a fantastic game.
What a brilliant game. This was amazing. And
really
again,
was.
4 awesome players bringing their A
Fantastic.
games here. I mean, the final score is Melinda 15, Scott 13, Austin 12, and Mo 11. It literally was anyone's game.
Yep,
Really.
it's with those blind draws, with the
Yeah.
the blocking, and we heard it from them. Not even sure what they had an idea of what they were blocking from, but even at that, it was wrong, you
Yeah.
know. And so
Yeah.
just a great game. So
Yeah.
that'll do it. We have our new Splendor World Champion
Yes.
in Melinda Lynn. So congratulations to her, and of course all the players there at the table. That's going to do it for this stream, but not for tonight. At 8:30, we have the Castles of Burgundy
Yeah.
championship coming up. So be sure to join us back for that. That'll be with Z, and Mike will be here to bring you all the details about that play in just a little bit. So thanks for joining us. Until 8:30 then, I'm Camilla.
And I'm Ruel.
We'll see you soon.
Bye, everybody.